is Kathy Heskin. And unfortunately, Kathy cannot be with us here tonight, but we're still here to celebrate her contributions and achievements. Those of you that know Kathy know that she is a sports advocate. If there's a Dominican star in the vicinity, she is there to move them forward. So as I think of Kathy Heskin, I think of her on the bench with her team, rooting them forward. You know, there's probably something about Kathy Heskin that you don't know, and something about Donna Carroll that you don't know with Kathy Heskin. We grew up together. We grew up in the same town, in the same neighborhood, about 4 blocks away from each other, in Muncie Park, Manhasset, Long Island, New York. We didn't know each other. She could have been my babysitter. However, we've had great fun in reminiscing about what we did. We also realized that not only did we grow up in the same town, but we went to the same seaside resort, we called it the Irish Riviera, so overstated, in New Jersey for many, many years. So when I think of Kathy Heskin, I think of her walking the beaches and the boardwalks of Seagirt, New Jersey. She died, she was here, so speaking about Kathy Heskin, are her colleagues Bill George and Richard Woods.
Thanks very much. You may have a lot in common with Kathy Heskin, but I don't think you ever dated Donald Trump.
Oh, went to college with Bill Clinton.
Yeah. Again, I'm really delighted to have a chance to say a few words about Kathy. Let me start by mentioning something that perhaps wouldn't come to mind right away for many people. Year after year, Kathy would introduce students to what are called sacraments in the Catholic tradition. Baptism, Eucharist, matrimony, and so on. This is a course she taught every year. And I'm reminded of one small aspect of sacramental theology. A phrase that's sometimes used to explain, especially the sacrament of baptism, especially infant baptism, which may seem a little strange to some people. The phrase is, become what you are. Grow into grace and realize the grace that you have already been given. Now, this maxim is especially apt in Kathy's case. As she explained to us last fall when she received the Sister Mary Clementi Gavin Award for Diversity, after years and years of reaching out to Native Americans, after numerous trips with a van full of students traveling to reservations in Montana or the Dakotas, she found out that biologically she, an adopted child, was in fact of mixed Native American heritage. She had quite literally become what she was already. But this is true, I think, of Kathy in other ways. In her early 20 years with us, Kathy has become what she already was. A superb teacher, a great mentor, a bold initiator, a tireless minister, a wonderful colleague, an elder in our midst. And because of her presence and her many gifts so freely given, Dominican has, in incremental but important ways, more truly become what it was when Father Samuel founded St. Clair Academy and when he walked among the native peoples of Wisconsin. I could go on about these things, but I want to add 2 personal reflections that might seem a little less celebratory and upbeat. First, I asked myself, Kathy had so many and has so many wonderful colleagues. She's been such a wonderful colleague. Why is it that the two of us did not always see eye to eye? One answer, I suppose, is a difference of personalities. Some of you, a long time ago, I took one of those Myers-Briggs tests. And as I suspected, I was way over on the introvert side. I've never seen Kathy's test results, but I'm pretty sure she's an extrovert. But it has also occurred to me that even if it is a little painful at times, it should not be surprising that I don't always see things as Kathy sees them. For the fact is, no one sees the world quite like Kathy Heskin. And this has been our very great and good fortune. She sees possibilities and overlooks obstacles. She saw an undergraduate ministry program that was needed where none existed, and she made it happen. And she did the same thing with the graduate program. And these are just the more obvious things. Most importantly, she sees possibilities in her students and gets them to see those possibilities too. Anyone who has overheard Kathy advising students, as I have on many occasions with an office next door, will surely know that this is so. When students encounter Kathy, they see the world differently, and they see themselves differently too. And these are differences that will endure, becoming the warp and woof of lifelong learning that we prize so dearly. And this leads to my other, initially less than happy reflection. Over the past few weeks, I have watched Kathy and Hugh, little by little, clearing out their offices, preparing to relinquish them so that our newly hired faculty can move in due time. I don't think it is overly morbid to say that there is a kind of death in this relinquishment, this letting go, or at least a preparation for death, even as Kathy and Hugh remain so very much alive. A few weeks ago, one of my own teachers of some 30 years ago died of cancer. I was caught off guard because the news of this affected me in ways that I did not expect. I shared the news with my department colleagues, ostensibly because he was a very well-known scholar in our field, someone they would know, at least by name. But really, I think I shared it with him to share my grief. Jeff Carlson offered the consoling thought that it is always sad to lose one's teacher, but the teachers' spirits live on in their students. And that's what occurs to me now. Even as Hugh and Kathy and David and Lou prepare to leave us, or at least change their relationship with us in various ways, their spirits are still with us and with the wider Dominican community whose names are carefully kept in the files of the alumni office, but even more carefully kept in Kathy's and Hugh's and Lou's and David's hearts. I hope that our retirees find consolation as well as great satisfaction in this thought, knowing that they have helped so many, including those of us gathered here, to become what we already are.